Welcome to the Arazy Group's regulatory update. In today's update, we will present an important regulatory update in Costa Rica. The release of Decree No. 403902S introduces the Costa Rican Technical Regulation RTCR 505/2022 for biomedical equipment and material. Effective September 9, 2023, this new regulation covers classification, registration, importation, labeling, advertising, surveillance, and control. Decree No. 403902S replaces the previous Decree No. 34482S of March 3, 2008, which governed the registration, classification, importation, and control of biomedical equipment and materials. This regulation applies to biomedical equipment and materials and their accessories, software, and applications for medical use on mobile devices, apps, as well as reagents for in vitro diagnosis. In the current regulations, it is established that accessories and computer programs, software and applications for mobile devices intended for medical use will receive the same treatment as EMBs, biomedical equipment and materials. Specifically, accessories can be individually registered and marketed when they are designed to be used with different models of a specific EMB. These accessories may even belong to a different class than the related EMB. Furthermore, if an accessory is exclusively intended for use with a particular EMB, it may be registered together with that EMB. Next, we have an update regarding the classification of EMBs. The classification has been reorganized in an annex at the end of the decree, specifically Annex A. The classification is now presented as rules numbered from 1 to 9, replacing the previous method of listing EMB classes as EMB Class 1, EMB Class 2, and so on. This reorganization aims to provide a clearer and more systematic approach to classifying EMBs based on their level of risk. Thus, by incorporating the classification rules into Annex A, it becomes easier to navigate and reference the specific requirements associated with each category. If you want to manage your product registration in Costa Rica, consider Regislate, our global registration management software for fast and effective market access processes. Under the registration requirements, the following guidelines are outlined. 1. Class 1 EMBs do not require sanitary registration for commercialization and use. However, they are still subject to import, labeling, advertising, surveillance, and control requirements. 2. All registration processes must be managed through the designated portal platform called Registrilo. 3. If a change occurs in the product that results in a change in its risk classification, it will be treated as a new product. 4. If a medical device is intended for the administration of a drug, it falls under the Regulatory Guidelines for Medical Devices, MD rules. Additionally, the drug itself must comply with the provisions outlined in the current Central American Technical Regulation on Drug Registration. Further, 1. Regarding ionizing radiation EMBs, specific requirements are in place. The authorization of the radiation source must be provided in the name of the product owner or their legal representative. Additionally, the authorization should extend to different authorized distributors involved in the distribution process. 2. If the Certificate of Free Sale or the Good Manufacturing Practices (GMP) certificate is available in the authority's databases, notarial certification of a copy of the digital document is permitted. 3. In cases where the owner and manufacturer of the product are affiliates or subsidiaries of a parent company, and the Certificate of Free Sale does not indicate the product owner's name, a letter signed by the manufacturer or parent company must be presented. This letter should specify the owner of the product, providing clarity and ensuring proper identification of the responsible entity. Finally, the last registration requirements are as follows. 1. When the biomedical equipment and material, EMB, is not classified as such in the country of the manufacturer or owner of the product, the following documentation is required. A document issued by the competent health authority of that country is needed. This document should indicate that, according to the regulations in that country, the product is not considered an EMB, or a letter issued by the owner of the product or their legal representative is required. This letter should include an extract of the regulation that demonstrates that the corresponding registration as an EMB is not issued in that country. The letter should also provide the reference of the regulation for verification purposes. 2. Additionally, if the original EMB labeling is in a language other than Spanish, a simple and complete translation of the labeling must be provided. That's it for our update today. If you have any comments or questions, please do not hesitate to email or call us. Check the contact page on our website for an office near you. Follow Arazy Group on LinkedIn to view other countries' regulatory updates and the latest advancements in regulatory affairs technology. Stay safe and keep well.